This is Duke University.
When Sylvia Earle began studying the ocean, the underwater world was just starting to open up to marine scientists. It was, however, a world where women researchers were an uncommon sight. Over 6 decades, Dr. Earle has broke through technological and social boundaries as she ascended to the top of her field and dived to previously unfathomable depths. She is a renowned oceanographer, explorer, author, lecturer, a prolific scholar with more than 150 publications. She has led more than 100 expeditions and logged more than 7,000 hours underwater. She has received 26 honorary degrees and more than 100 national and international honors. She's been named a living legend by the Library of Congress, was Time magazine's first hero for the planet. In 2013, she received the Hubbard Medal from the National Geographic Society, which is the National Geographic Society's highest honor, joining the ranks of Robert Peary, Charles Lindbergh, John Glenn, Jane Goodall, among others. She also has a Lego figure made in her honor. She is, in the words of former Vice President Al Gore, the face of marine biology. Born in Gibbstown, New Jersey, Dr. Earle spent her teenage years in Dunedin, Florida, with the Gulf of Mexico in her backyard. She received a BS from Florida State at 19 and a master's from Duke at 20, and then juggled doctoral studies, expeditions, and children, earning her PhD from Duke in 1966. While at Duke, in 1953, Dr. Earle became one of the first marine scientists to use what we now call scuba equipment. At that point, it was called the aqualung, and the aqualung had just reached the United States. For those of you who are into trivia, scuba means self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Never knew. Her drive to dive never stopped. In 1979, she set the record for the deepest untethered dive, reaching 1,250 feet, earning the moniker Her Deepness. In 1986, she descended to 3,281 feet in a submersible that she helped design. It remains the deepest solo dive by a woman. Dr. Earle later started a company that helped develop the submersible that the producer and director James Cameron used to reach the deepest point on Earth in 2012. While she was breaking records, she also was breaking down barriers. Women were few and far between in science in general and in marine biology in particular. In 1969, she applied for the TechType project, where research teams would live underwater for 2 weeks. She had more hours underwater than any other applicant, but was rejected because project leaders were uncomfortable about men and women living together underwater. In 1970, she applied again, okay, and her credentials were so strong that in 1970, she led the first team of female aquanauts as part of TechType 2, and they became instant celebrities. I was talking with her earlier because we interviewed her, and at that point in time, the United States was exploring space and the ocean. So there were the astronauts and the aquanauts. But for the women, they called them the aqua babes, not aquanauts. She said about that experience in terms of applying is that she was at Harvard, I think on a postdoc. She saw the announcement on the board and applied. And she realized later that the people that the Smithsonian actually was the entity, didn't think they had to put male only on the flyer because they just didn't think that any women would apply. As her fame grew, Dr. Earle's become a vocal advocate for marine conservation. She founded and chairs the Sylvia Earle Alliance and the Mission Blue Initiative, which focuses on developing a global network of protected areas in the ocean to safeguard living systems that are crucial to global processes such as generating oxygen and maintaining biodiversity. Dr. Earle, who is still an active diver, she told me that her next dive is week after next in the Easter Islands. She's currently explorer in residence at the National Geographic Society. From 1990 to 92, she was the first woman to serve as chief scientist at the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration. She has also directed a number of corporations and nonprofit organizations in the field of energy, conservation, and marine science, and at one point directed the Duke University Marine Lab. Dr. Sylvia Earle, I present you as the 2015 recipient of the Graduate School Distinguished Alumni Award.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, what greater joy and honor can there be than to come back home and find that your family, friends, your academic family still remembers you. And I certainly remember with great fondness the time that I spent here. Goodness, I can't tell you how many decades ago. But I have just a few things I'd like to share with the current group of scholars launching forth in 2015. Jackson Browne, the singer and a personal friend, recently produced a CD with a title I particularly like. It is, "If I Could Be Born Anywhere in Time, It Would Be Now." And here you are born at just the right time to be the most influential people. All of us are who are alive right now, but you in particular, armed with the benefit of all preceding knowledge available to you in ways that all of your predecessors simply, they just didn't know. They could not know. The smartest people who ever lived in the times past, whether it's Galileo or Einstein, or, name the hero of your choice, of the great minds of the past. They could not know what even 10-year-olds today have access to. But the thing is, the knowledge is there, but taking it in and making it yours, and then using that knowledge to go forward for the next piece of time. You are the beneficiaries of all of those discoveries that have taken place since people began discovering fire, learning about numbers, language, learning about the earth. There are some really smart animals on earth, like elephants and dolphins and whales and cats and dogs, but only humans have the power of knowing what stars are, knowing what's in the deepest part of the ocean, knowing what the surface of the moon is really like by having put footprints there. And it's only like right about now that distillation of all preceding knowledge is here for us to act upon, and maybe it's just in time. Since I was a student here, years ago, I think it's safe to say that more has been learned about our own human history, about the nature of life on Earth, certainly about the nature of oceans, about the nature of the universe. Answers to some of these really big questions about who are we anyway? And where did we come from? And where might we be going? And maybe most importantly, how are we going to get to wherever that place is? This is the sweet spot in time, as engineers would define sweet spot, because you try and try and try to get things about right, and then finally you hit that place, everything sort of comes together. And if you go too far, you'll miss the moment. This is that moment, because now we know, as we could not know before, that the Earth is changing through our actions, what we've put into the atmosphere, what we've put into the ocean, what we've taken out of the ocean, what we've done to the fabric of life in terms of modifying the landscape and seascape as well. So at the same time that we've learned more, we have lost more of many of those vital things that make Earth hospitable for the likes of us. But the good news is it's not too late. We still have about half the coral reefs, having lost about half since I was a student here at Duke University. Lost, by lost I mean they've either been modified because of the warming of the ocean, the acidification of the ocean that is a new, relatively new phenomenon on our watch, the extraction of so much of the wildlife, the fish and other creatures that live around coral reefs, that they have collapsed or contributed to their collapse. So a number of things, but it's not just coral reefs, it's across the board. We're seeing our life support system eroding away. But the good news is we can see it. We can evaluate it. We can act on it. As never before, we know, as never again will there be a chance as good as we now have to do something, to restore, protect what we've got, restore what we can, not just of coral reefs, but the remaining forests that are complete with the whole suite of creatures that make up an old-growth forest. In the United States, about 5% of the old-growth forests remain. About 10% of the sharks. Oh my goodness, I used to think that sharks, were, out to get us, because that's what I was told. And now, through the evidence, through people who observe carefully and report honestly, that's what scientists do, that's what little kids do too. And they do it with joy, now I know. Now we know that we're not really on the menu of sharks, but they're certainly on our menu, with millions taken every year for various ways of consuming them, just the shark fins alone, for shark fin soup, a newly popular dish. But armed with knowledge and knowing that we have the power to take action in a positive way, there's plenty of reason for hope. Think back 100 years ago. You don't even have to go back 1 million or 5 million or whatever. Go back just a piece of time you can kind of get your arms around, because you probably know people who either are alive or who were recently around who were born in 1915 or so. My father was 15 years old in 1915. My mother was 13 at that time. The changes since then, there were fewer than 2 billion people on the planet 100 years ago. Now, 7 billion and climbing. In 1915, a century ago, World War I was in full swing. Horses were giving way to automobiles. The first call across the continent from Alexander Graham Bell to Thomas Alva Edison took place in 1915, the first telephone call across the country. Imagine what they think of a cell phone today. Good heavens. So it was fascinating that at that time, women did not have the right to vote. In fact, that year, the Senate, or the legislature in this country denied the whole idea of women voting. My mother, in fact, was of an age that today she would be able to vote, but for 2 years she couldn't. It became legal in 1920. 60 years ago. Oh my gosh. Was it that or was it only 6? I guess it was 60. I entered graduate school here at Duke. Eisenhower was president. It was 10 years after the atomic bomb effectively ended World War II, but it ushered in the Cold War and lots of concerns about the effects of a nuclear holocaust. People were building bomb shelters and things. And Rachel Carson, one of my personal heroes, had written a book in 1951 called The Sea Around Us. That was 10 years before she wrote her famous Silent Spring. Well, in the 50s, in the wake of a lot of new interest in the ocean, it still seemed that the ocean was too big to fail. And our policies were directed toward what can we take out of the ocean? How can we improve our methods of extracting wildlife from the sea? It seemed at the time, and it still seems to some, that the best place to put things you don't want on the land, to just put them in the ocean, deep six, whatever it was, seemed like the right thing to do. All right, just go back 50 years, half a century. That was when Beatlemania was in full swing. Just last Sunday, I had an opportunity to go bird watching with James Watson, who's famous for having unraveled the mysteries of DNA along with his colleagues. And he was reflecting on how much has happened just in recent decades about how looking at the fine structure, the molecular structure of life has transformed our knowledge about who we are, where we've come from, and where we might be going. And what I find really fascinating is his current position that we need to go back and look at whole animals in their natural environment. He has become a champion of what at one point he disregarded as far less important than diving into the depths of what cells are all about. So it's a time of pulling things together, of gathering knowledge from here and here and here, and across not just science, but involving the arts, involving humanities, involving history, involving the body of knowledge that humans now have acquired. The best time, the best chance we will ever have of getting it right as far as establishing policies that will take us effectively, not just through the 21st century, but forward into millennia, perhaps beyond. Or not, depending on what we do or fail to do. We have choices. You, particularly armed with your shiny new degrees, are just at the right point in time to go forward and use the power of knowing to make a profound difference in all of the future, not just your future, but the future of civilization. Today, with 7 billion people, there's 7 billion minds out there. That's the good news. The 7 billion appetites, well, that's the bad news. The 7 billion appetites for food and for space and for all of the things that people require. But it isn't too late to say, okay, world, here it is. And here we are. And now we know what we could not know before about what we're doing to the natural systems that keep us alive. And on your watch, this wonderful new class of graduates, and your families, all the people you care about, this moment in time as never before, and maybe as never again, is the sweet spot. Enjoy it. I cannot wait to see what you're going to do. Thank you.
I recommend Dr. Earl's 2009 TED Talk on YouTube. It's really quite wonderful. The hooding ceremony recognizes the students who have earned the right to receive the highest scholastic degree that can be bestowed by Duke University, or any other American university for that matter, the Doctor of Philosophy. This hooding ceremony is the first step in the process by which Duke University formally awards the degree to the new Doctor of Philosophy. The second stage tomorrow morning is the official conferring of the degree by the president of the university at the general commencement exercises, which, remember, this year is being held at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, since the normal venue for commencement, Wallace Wade Stadium, is undergoing renovations. Because of this, for this year only, official PhD diplomas will be given to you this evening, but they're not going to be valid until after they're conferred tomorrow morning. So to you, PhD candidates, here you are. This evening is an acknowledgement and a celebration of your substantial accomplishments. After tomorrow, you will officially be alumni of Duke University and a part of the extended Duke family. I hope that you will stay connected to Duke and the graduate school. And remember the support that you received from the graduate school: fellowship support, summer research fellowships, personal attention from the graduate school personnel, all of whom are listed on the last page of your program. And please think about those who will be coming behind you. And I'm not asking you to rip a check out of your book right now, but send a little bit each year to the graduate school annual fund so that those coming behind you can have the summer research fellowships. Again, my sincere and heartfelt congratulations to each of you and to your family and friends. Now, before we begin the presentation of the hoods, I would like to ask you all to stand and express your joy and pride for your sons, daughters, partners, spouses, students, and yourselves as the graduate school class of 2015 is in the house.
Good evening. I'm Associate Dean of the Graduate School, John Klingon-Smith, and it's now time to perform the presentation of the hoods. Degree candidates have invited their faculty mentors and advisors to participate in this special ceremony by placing hoods over their heads, signifying the successful completion of their doctoral work. On pages 8 through 28 of the hooding ceremony program, you'll see the name, dissertation title, degree program advisor for each of this year's successful PhD candidates. The process for the hooding will be as follows. Students accompanied by their faculty advisors or mentors will be called to stand and approach the stage by departments. You can see they're lining up now. They'll then be called individually to proceed to be hooded across the stage. Candidates will be called alphabetically by department, approximately, the order beginning on page 4 of the hooding ceremony program. And we ask you to be aware that there's a step stool here on the stage, a little green step stool right here, for those of you like me who might need some help to put the hood on your student. There'll be several photo opportunities during the hooding while shaking hands on stage and exiting the stage down the steps on my right and to Dean McLean's right, to receive your PhD diploma from Dean Jacqueline Looney and Graduate Program Coordinator Susan Williford. At the conclusion of the ceremony, photographers will be available outside this room to take your pictures. In some cases, faculty are hooding more than one student. In those cases, faculty, if the students are being hooded sequentially, please stay right on the stage here to my right. Otherwise, if there's a few students in between the two that you're hooding, please go down this handicap stage, handicap ramp right behind me, and come back to queue up for hooding again. We encourage everyone to stay for the entire program, which is expected to last about 2 hours, given that we have about 240 students to hood. And at the end, we're going to have a really fine celebration and lots of good food and drink for you. So please stick around. Now I present to you the Duke University Graduate School's 2015 PhD candidates. Religion, Lori Ann Robinson Barron. Thomas Dwight McLaughlin. Ali Altaf Mian. Owen Walker Reagan IV. Alan William Todd. Art History and Visual Studies, Young G. Victoria Lee. Sandra van Ginhoven. Biochemistry, Jagat Udakari. Bart Bartkowiak. Lindsay Nicole Dice. Zachary Lee Johnson. Ji-Hyun Lee. Kenneth Raymond Maximchuk. Junki Min. Sue Wong. Christopher Joseph Williams. Jessica Louise Wojtaszek. Biology, Yu-Tao Chen. Paul Alexander Pinette Durst. Inderpreet Singh Jolly. Fei Wei Li. Qingwen Li. Elise Kristen van Buskirk. Biomedical Engineering, David Thoburn Brocker. Tracy Melissa Chung. Henry Liwei Fu. Christina Lemkuhl Hoffman. Peter Joseph Hollander. Brian Howell. Priscilla Huang. Amy Mida Kabadi. S. Sivaram Kaushik. Sarah Regan McCune. Meredith Jones McGee. Matthew Thomas Daniel Reinhardt. Emily Remsen Hogan Roberts. Stephen Joseph Rosenzweig. Christopher Ryan Rowland. Laura Elizabeth Strong. Lauren Polstein Toth. Garrett Wayne Wood. Cha-Lung Wu. Luke Shear. Business Administration, Shangrong Deng. Yiteng Deng. Matthew J. Fox. Christina Ann Rader. Urelma Salman. Huqing Zhu. Cell Biology, Teresa Ina Lee. Lindsay Nicole Selden. Chemistry, Andrew Thomas Franks. Robert Joseph Harris. Marion Elizabeth Helsel. Stacy Lee McDonald. Joshua Thomas Stecker. Michelle Ariel Gear Wallace. Junpeng Wang. Brian Edward Watts. Civil and Environmental Engineering, Tierney Antoinette Foster Wittig. Manman Hu. Grace Ellen Schwartz. Classical Studies, Clifford Allen Robinson. Computational Biology and Bioinformatics, Peng Dong. Diana Fusco. Swati Jain. Michael Benjamin Mayhew. Kyle Eugene Roberts. Galip Gurkhan Yardimchi. Computer Science, Sandeep Rajkumar Agrawal. Chung Chow. John Samuel McMaster. Ion Valentin Pistol. Xiaoming Xu. Wuzhou Zhang. Cultural Anthropology, Aaron Parrish. Earth and Ocean Sciences, Sarah Rachel Brody. Ecology, Amanda May Colts. Economics, Jared Kent Ashworth. David Allen Beelan. Marie Claire Hull. Lee Song Lee. Lily Yanli Liu. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Ying Li. Ying Li. Lawrence Joseph Mazer II. Tyler Matthew Ransom. Rossen Zivkov Valchev. Electrical and Computer Engineering, Ayomide Adebola Atawalogan. John Patrick Barrett. David Edwin Carlson. Jill Marie Desmond. Adam Noah Jacobitz. Nushin Kirashi. Miao Liu. Emily Elizabeth Mount. Alexander Michael Morozak. Ralph Nathan. Vishwa Nellore. Fangming Ye. Tong Zhou. English, Kalina Chibanu. Jacqueline Laurie Cowan. Lynn Marie Feely. Azeen Khan. Diana Koretsky. Francis McDonald. Whitney Ann Tratine. Environment, Mariah Christine Arnold. Laura Victoria Deshaw. Mingliang Fang. Mariano Gonzalez Roglic. Yoon Jen. Kimberly Ruggles Marion Suisia. Farnaz Nojavan. Evolutionary Anthropology, Marisa Elena Macias. Genetics and Genomics, Jonathan Lomax Boyd. Jennifer Faye Doss. Xiaolei Jiang. Stephanie Edith Mothner. History, Risha Amadea Druckmann. Vanessa Grace Frieja. Cynthia Renee Greenlee. Christina Frances Mobley. Ketaki Pant. Michael Stouch, Jr. Georgia Page Welch. Immunology, Ian Lawrence Bell. Regina Junhui Lin. Jacqueline Marie Licken. Ashley Mead Trema. Guang Yang. Literature, Leah Claire Allen. Jessica Eileen Jones. Melody Christina Ju. China Renee Medell. Marine Science and Conservation, Daniel Carl Dunn. Megan Minay Dunphy Daly. Sarah Lynn McDonald. Rennie Blue Tyson. Kennedy Colleen Wilson. Mathematics, Benjamin Charles Gaines. Tingran Gao. Andrew Stewart Getz. Kevin A. Kordek. Tatsunari Watanabe. Yuan Zhang. Mechanical Engineering and Material Science, Fanny Maud Bessam. Benjamin Douglas Goldman. Wen Zhang. Genevieve Marie Lip. Fengje Liu. Wenjia Liu. Madhu Padmanabhan. Titilayo Shodia. Manav Vora. Justin Gregory Winokur. Medical Physics, Stephen Dean Mann. Ergus David Sabashi. Susu Yan. Yo Zhang. Molecular Cancer Biology, Alan Chen Chen. Jing Hu. Lu Huang. Leonore Anyo Stevens. Molecular Genetics and Microbiology, Kristen Lee Jurchik Smith. Tamika Leola Payne. Casey Crowell Purley. Music, Brian William Christian. Rebecca Dowd Jeffroy Schwinden. Darren Miller. Sarah Elaine Neal. Amy Scaria. Katarina Botsina Uda. Neurobiology, Nicholas Kershan DeWind. Zhanghai Ho. Dominic Robert Luciano. Wendy Yen-Shan Pei. David Alexander Schwartz. Nursing, Casey Lynn McGlure. Pathology, Oliver Kent Glass. Ming Feng Shui. Patrick James Killalay. Christina Pham. Christopher James Perazzi. Pharmacology, Bin Gu. Bofu Huang. Megan Danielle Kapoor. Tingyu Liu. Abigail Bruner McLeod. Priyanka Nanduri. Mamle Kwameng. Weicho Tsung. Edward Yun Ju. Philosophy, David Leo Barrick. Nathaniel Cross Jindell. Carlos Mariscal. Stephen John Martin IV. Gordon J. Steenbergen. Daniel Jeremy Stevens. Physics, Shanshan Sao. Ben Sirio. Sean William Finch. Georgios Laskaris. Yu Song. Political Science, Benjamin Scholes Barber IV. Cassie Lynn Dorff. Nathaniel Joseph Harris. Florian Hollenbach. Aaron Mitchell Hauk. Daniel Joseph Krickmerrick. Sandra Jessica Lay Gutierrez. Simon Weschler. Psychology and Neuroscience, Taryn Margaret Allen. Katrina Potzel Blomquist. Jessica Lynn Bolton. Laura Barnard Krosky. Adam Gorka. Jacqueline Renee Hirsch. Allison Chesley Kowenka. Jessica Ivy Lake. Heather Elizabeth Mann. Mark Allen Rossi. Ariel Ballinger Starr. Public Policy Studies, Marina Maleo Gorsic. Nicholas Shane Ingwerson. Romance Studies, Jeanette Acevedo Rivera. Sociology, Rose Marie Bucklew. Sancha Lins Doxili. David Edwin Eagle. Robert Edward Freeland. Brad Robert Fulton. Andrew Ashton Miles. Statistical Science, Jing-Chen Hu. Jacopo Soriano. Douglas Nielsen Vanderwerken. and Zoe E. Zhao. In addition to the 239 PhD candidates that we've just seen hooded here tonight, another 113 were unable to be here, most of whom have graduated either in September or December and already begun their jobs all over the country and the world. But let's celebrate all of this year's degree candidates and the patience and support they've received from their friends and family, their dissertation committees, and their advisors. Thank you very much.
As we end the hooding ceremony, I want to offer several thank yous. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening, family, friends, neighbors who have supported the candidates throughout their graduate study, faculty colleagues who have supported students through their graduate study here at Duke, and especially members of the graduate school staff who made this event possible. And a special thanks to the Graduate Student Affairs and Sandra Ponzi, who led the coordination of this effort. I cannot tell you how much work it takes to pull this off. Before we join the reception that we have for you through those back doors, let me make a couple of announcements. Remember, Duke University's commencement ceremony will take place, rain or shine, at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park tomorrow, Sunday morning, May 10th. Happy Mother's Day. Gates will open at 7 a.m. All candidates for degrees should be in line no later than 8:15. The procession of candidates will begin at 9, and the ceremony will begin at 9:30. For the reception, we've arranged several rooms if you want to use them to be comfortable for your guest. You may enter the main reception hall by exiting the rear doors or the side doors to my left. There is seating in the reception area and in these additional areas. Here in the ceremony space, the satellite viewing room, and outdoor on the patio where there's also music, dessert, and a cash bar sponsored by the Convention Center. Thank you again. Congratulations to all, and please join us now for the reception.